NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Denver Broncos. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And they're able to get this one across the 35. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to hope that's not a sign of things to come as they face an early second and long. Throwing, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. From the gun, Bridgewater. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
At the Broncos' 16-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On second down, Kamara's got the first down and then some. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
By 52. 180. Don't get nervous.
They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, wide open, complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Christian Kirk, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Get him. Get him. Get him. Check 3. Check 3.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe they're returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. To throw is Bridgewater. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Kamara. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
6 guard. Check 6 guard.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's got the hook up to Landry. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at third down here.
Check 59.
Bridgewater now. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10.
Right there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
Throwing now is Allen. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing it.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They could put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. After one, 14-6 our score on EA Sports. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now Bridgewater. Open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster, 98 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And that's the type of play that'll give your sideline some juice, a long touchdown pass.
And it's like a bolt of lightning, isn't it? That suddenness of that play brings everyone to their feet in the stadium, and he takes it all the way to the end zone. Give them credit for making that type of a play call. Even more credit for how they executed it.
So we're back to a one-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10.
Switch it. Come on, switch it. Back. Home. Kill.
Once again, they run with Breida on first down. And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. On play action, Allen. He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him? Either fellow receivers or
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
57, Mike 57.
Bridgewater. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
Well, the timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. From the 31. Allen, he's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Escaping the pressure right. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the first on the scramble.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ryan Kerrigan able to record his 5th sack of the season. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
To try again after the sack. Allen. He completes it to Westbrook. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
Mike's by 80. Mike's by 4. Wild Bill, Wild Bill.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 45-yard line. On 1st down, here's Breida. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Crunch time, defense. Bang, 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 bang. Chalert.
On 2nd down, a run with Breida. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. They go with a screen. It's Yeldon. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
You know what the key to a good screen pass is, don't you?
But you're going to tell me, good blocking?
Well, good blocking eventually. But first is good acting. You want to let the defenders go past you, leak out to whichever side or even in the middle where you want to set up the screen, and then you do your blocking. How about the read, though, by the defensive guys? They weren't fooled at all and actually ran with the lineman to where the play was and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Bridgewater. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. So that is 3 interceptions now in this first half, and you hate to ask the question, but let's be honest, we're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next series?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here, but he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at their 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's coming this way, coming this way. Here we go, here we go. Here we go. Kill. Watch the twitch.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's third down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Hey, Delta. Watch it, watch the run, watch the run. 55's my guy, 55. All day, dog.
From the gun, it's Allen. He's going to fire one deep over the... This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards.
I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
And again, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. D.D. Westbrook as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. So we're at halftime here in Denver with the Broncos leading this one. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And able to find Kirk complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Man, that's trash. That's trash. Check.
Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Allen now looks to throw. Eluding the pressure right. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down.
Now how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. Here's Breida. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 50-yard line.
What we got?
From midfield, here's Allen. He finds Taylor, complete. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Allen operating from the gun. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10.
Let's go,
Now Allen from the gun, he'll throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10.
Come on, check. Fresno. Hey, watch the edge. Watch Monday.
And he'll take this one down to the 36. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
So third down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
Here we go. Mike 55.
Now Allen again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. They run it again with Kamara. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves them with 5 more. Third and 5 now.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Throwing is Bridgewater. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
This is taken at about the 14. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there. And it's third down.
Brings up third and 4.
We don't want this. Check 43. 49. Check 49. Check 49. Hey, home. He's coming. We got
A first carry for Samaje Perine. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
5 wide.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check. Watch 54. Watch the curl.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
You. Monday. Mark 55.
Allen gonna throw. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 31-yard line.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now it's Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They run again with Breida. And some room to maneuver. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
You better be afraid of me.
This is Breida. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Chiefs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game, but they were in what was really called 4-minute offense, and that's practice, being taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line is, what did I say in the beginning? Taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner forgets starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash.
They run with Breida, and they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Breida, he'll try the right side. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. They get 5 on the run, but it leaves them with a tough 3rd and goal forthcoming.
Come on, D. 25, check 25. Pass.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll take this forward for 2, maybe 3. But we do have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And that will bump the lead up to 11. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, let a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
Not today, you are. Not today. Mark 55.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. Anthony Averett picks it, but he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a give to Breida. Past the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Matt Breida, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it.
And my goodness, another interception. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And the return will stop right around the 25. Trying to get it to Landry there. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On the handoff, this is Breida.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. They go counter with Breida. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. And he'll give it here to his running back. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns. Now it's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fielded about a yard deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for them.
And now here's another interception. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Mike, 50. Right there in the middle, 55. 90.
The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee.
It's a loss of a yard, bringing up 3rd and 12.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Broncos, the win gets them back over 500 at 5-4 on the year. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.